Here we go. We got a bid now. We got those bids dropping to 1080. That's that $700 call. That is that price line trade. That is that price line trade. We're 420 on the put on that 615. Yes, 614. Yes, they gapped those calls up $5 on the Google 605. This is the opening bell 610 call. Look at that gap up. Only gave it $1.60 premium, 550 by 6. Take a look at that lower bid. It makes a low of $11. Now, can it work itself down to the $5.50 range? And why is that? Because price line fell below the $700 strike price. Just as I said, we're down there to ring that register at 550 on the entry. There it is, 8 by 1050, and the calls are down 26.72. I've got a market being made live, and this is why your seat. Yeah, I would say we keep the 550 because we got the 695, and you're going to have to get ready to get net long, Leo, off of these bottoms, because you're going to put those bottoms in, Mr. Bratti, and this thing is going to rip up off of there. When it gets to that, it's got a 693. There's that 610. There's a 620. There's that 630 by 930. $3 wide on that bid now. Now, as a market maker, we have to know they're rising that bid, and they can bring that baby down. We're going to be getting that limit order in. That limit order in is at $5.50. It was priced, and it's right in there at that 640 by 870. That was another price range that we had on that opening bell of a 610. Now he's going to try to undercut it. Let's take a look at where price line is, because it is a $700 call. Cancel that 550. Let's take that down below the market. That thing just bounced, and I said have limit orders out there to buy right above that 592, and you got a glory $4 bounce, and at 6:32 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, and you got made at $7 on the $700 call. That's that bounce. There it is. You got a 690 by 8, 670, 660. Cancel the 550. Let's put this out at 370. Put it out at 370. 650 by 790, 650 by 8, 650 by 9, 6. Look at that, 9, 680. It's making that low. That market's getting made ring-a-ding because you bounced $3 off the bottom and price line. There's that opening bell. $4 bounce, $5 bounce. These calls made that low. They're still taking that premium. We got people in there. There's been 45 traded down there. There it is. There it is. It's $8.50 by $9, and we stole that bid down there at around that $7.50 market. Didn't want to undercut it. So there's that 655.5. There's that burn rate. So you had a 706 down to that 692 area that we talked about going net long. Dropping that bid down to that 692 is what took that premium out, just as instructed. Now you can still see from the low, now they're starting to come in higher. That's why markets get made at tier levels. And it was all based on this having a run down to the 692 and getting along the name, as I said in pre-market. And if you did not follow my instruction and then exit into resistance, then I don't know why you're here. Because that's exactly how you drop that bid down and get that and steal this contract here. Right here, that $700 call. And if you're in, you cash it. It's 1050 by 1320. 1050 by 1320. If you're making that market at that 750 entries down there, look at the retail public stomping in, paying $12. Look at them coming in, stomping in here at 1320, 1250. That's the actual print. 1320 is the last print. 1320, that marked down from 40.32 to $7.50 to one of our entry points. Is nice, and making markets and getting those bounces and getting that name off the bottom and getting that volatility and understanding what you're being taught to do and where the support levels were in pre-market. And that is the life of a market maker in 5 minutes of the opening bell. But look at all the money that was made. A $10 run right off of that bottom. Now we're going to be looking at that 706. We're going to see if we can break above that and get north of 710. and work our way all the way back up toward yesterday's close in price action, or where it will hit that wall of resistance. Remember, we're going to find out as we move through the day. But once again, folks, this is here, it's now. How to buy support level at 692.75 and sell into the upper end of the resistance levels. Learn how to buy that drop down bid, 718.95 to 692. That's where it was in after hours last night, and it would bounce at the same areas as it did. You know, it had a big bounce at 590, got right down there, and I said 592.75. 592.75 was that limit order that pays you all that money.